New this morning, a life-saving donation made by a daughter to her dad. Leslie Dunphy is her name, and she's a nurse here at Ascension St. Thomas. She told us about receiving the call that would start this journey.
My dad was in the hospital and he is in renal failure. And I think we were all kind of shocked because this was the first we'd ever even knew he had any problems. It turns out that he had probably been suffering with some of these situations for a few years and really hadn't been to the physician or experienced any trouble.
Just realize whatever you get your dad for Father's Day, you'll be in second place no matter what. Leslie and Dad David were hopeful his kidneys would heal after months of dialysis and treatment, but the situation unfortunately did not improve, and that's when it was time to think about this transplant.
Going through the process to get ready because they said I was young enough and healthy enough for it, even though I didn't really feel that way. But it was definitely life changing. I mean, my life abruptly changed overnight. That was the crazy part of it.
That's the first battle, is to get your loved one on the transplant list. And the second battle after that is once you're received into their program and you're their patient, then you start looking for possible donors. And I think one of the things that the transplant centers help the patients do is how to ask your family to get tested or how to ask people to consider donation.
And you got to get that little heart on your driver's license. Leslie turned out to be a match for Dad, and they underwent the surgery that gave her father a new outlook on life. I want to hear more.
I was overwhelmed. I mean, you have all these thoughts about how things have transpired and such, but luckily I had a good team taking care of me. I didn't want for anything, and it worked out really well.
So Dave's back. He's healthy. He'll be monitored the rest of his life. Of course, like all transplant recipients, they want to encourage other families who might have questions or reservations about organ donation to seek those answers, and we thank them for sharing their story.